Production. Hello everybody, the common name of our species is the red panda, and the scientific name of our species is Ailurus fulgens.
Three relatives of the red panda are the skunk, the raccoon, and lastly, the weasel.
Red pandas are amazing animals that are only found in a few regions of the world. They're typically found in the Himalayas, but they're also found in other mountainous environments with high altitudes.
That's right, and because of their high altitude habitat, they experience hot summers and cold winters with tons of precipitation throughout the year. The weather's also quite humid in that environment.
Bamboo is their primary food source, and without it, they cannot survive. Their stomachs break down the tough fibers in order to use it for energy and other biological processes.
The red panda is a fascinating animal with many unique adaptations. One of the most notable is a thick layer of fur which helps it stay warm during long cold winters.
Oh yeah, that's cool. And red pandas are also homeothermic and endothermic, right?
Endothermic means that it can generate its own body heat internally. That means it doesn't have to rely on the environment to maintain a body temperature.
Homeothermic means that red pandas can regulate their internal body temperature regardless of external conditions.
So, while most animals have to adapt to the environment around them to maintain a constant body temperature, red pandas can control their internal temperature despite external changes.
This is very important because red pandas live in the Himalayas and conditions there can drop below freezing.
Without the ability to generate and maintain their own body heat, red pandas would struggle to survive in high altitude habitats.
So Trisha, what's the trophic levels and primary niche of red panda?
Red pandas are omnivores. They are known to primarily feed on bamboo, roots, and grasses. However, they also consume insects and grubs as well.
That's interesting. So red pandas are herbivores, but they also eat small amounts of animal matter?
Yes, that's correct. Additionally, they often consume bird eggs of very young birds. They use their forepaws to grasp the stems of plants and shear the leaves off, consuming them entirely.
That's a unique adaptation. It's interesting how red pandas adapt to their environment to help them survive.
Absolutely. Red pandas have evolved to be able to thrive in their temperate forest habitat by consuming a variety of plants and animals.
Vittesh, did you know that red pandas have several adaptations for them to survive in their unique environments?
That's really interesting. Can you tell me more?
As we already know, red pandas have a thick and woolly undercoat with coarse fur. This helps them stay warm in their high altitude habitats and temperate forests.
Wow, that's cool. Do they have any other interesting adaptations?
Yes, they do. Red pandas have a low metabolic rate, which allows them to conserve body heat and energy in the cold weather. They also have a behavioral adaptation where they are nocturnal, which helps them avoid predators.
How exactly is the low metabolic rate an adaptation?
A low metabolic rate means that they don't burn as much energy as other animals of the same size. This allows their primary food source to be bamboo, which is a low energy food source.
Wow, that's really cool. And being nocturnal helps them avoid predators, right?
Yes, by being active at night, they can avoid most of their predators, such as leopards and foxes.
Wow, that's really cool. I really like how the red pandas evolved to be the best fit for their habitat.
Trisha, did you know that red pandas reproduce during a specific time of the year?
Really? When is that?
Well, it's usually between January to March. They also have some interesting activities to help them with reproduction.
What kind of activities?
Well, for starters, they mark their 7th year to help them attract mates.
And if the female's interested, she'll invite the male to mate with her. That's so interesting. Do they have any physical characteristics for mating?
Yes, actually. The male's fur becomes brighter to attract female attention.
That's so cool. Do they have any other adaptations?
Yeah, they can delay implantation after mating so the females can give birth in the right environmental conditions.
Wow, that's really amazing. Do they have any behavioral adaptations for mating?
Yeah, they emit a high-pitched calls to attract females and scare away other mates.
All of these adaptations support the reproductive success of red pandas.
That's right.
Hey, have you guys heard about the ecological benefits that are provided by red pandas?
No, I haven't. What are these ecological benefits?
Ecosystem services are the benefits that humans receive from nature. They can be direct, such as the food we eat, or indirect, such as the pollination of plants.
Red pandas provide essential ecosystem services such as seed dispersal. By consuming numerous fruits and berries, they disperse these seeds all throughout the environment through the feces after digesting and processing the food. This increases the plant growth in the forest, which helps both humans and animals.
That's interesting. What other services do red pandas provide?
Red pandas also contribute to ecotourism as they're rare to find and thus a popular attraction to the Himalayan region. Ecotourism provides economic benefits to the local communities and supports sustainable development to the ecosystem.
Exactly. Ecotourism can create jobs and generate revenue for local communities. Additionally, it can help fund conservation efforts to protect red pandas and other endangered species in the region.
Hey, have you heard about red pandas and why they're endangered?
Yeah, I have. It's really sad to hear about it.
Can you tell me more about why?
Sure, there are several factors which have led to their endangerment. One of the most important reasons is deforestation. Especially in the Himalayas, there's a lot of deforestation happening due to agricultural and different reasons.
That's really unfortunate. Have humans done anything else to contribute to their endangerment?
Yeah, they have. Poaching is another major threat to the red pandas. They are hunted for their valuable fur and as well as for their meat.
I see. Has climate change also played a role in their endangerment?
Yeah, climate change is another main factor. This is because the red pandas live in the Himalayas, and due to the change in temperature and the rise of heat, the bamboo forests are really suffering, which has led to the red pandas to move to new places, which is threatening their survival.
It's really unfortunate that humans have caused so much harm to the red pandas. We need to take action to protect them and their habitats.
Of course, it's really important that we acknowledge this fact about the red pandas. Oh.
Hey Anya, have you heard about the evolution of red pandas?
No, what's going on?
Well, it turns out that humans are doing a lot to counteract the effects of their actions and prevent the extinction of the species.
That's great news. What exactly are they doing?
Humans are taking part in different conservation efforts, which involve saving the species itself, which focuses on protecting the ecosystem in which it lives.
Can you give me some examples of these conservation efforts?
Sure. One type of conservation includes breeding programs and captive breeding. Red pandas are being bred all over the world in various zoos and wildlife parks to increase their population and ensure their safety.
What about the other type of conservation?
Another type mainly focuses on protecting the wildlife and the habitat of these species. Efforts are being made to protect the vast forests and surrounding areas of the Himalayas, where red pandas are found from deforestation and other threats that can harm the species.
Wow, it's great to see that humans are making efforts to help the red pandas. It's quite sad to know that the population of red pandas is declining despite the conservation efforts being made.
Yes, it's definitely a concern. From what I've read, there are certain characteristics of red pandas that make them more prone to endangerment.
Like what?
Well, for starters, their specialized diet that mainly consists of bamboo. With habitat destruction and loss of bamboo forests, red pandas are struggling to find enough food to survive.
That's true, what else?
Their low reproductive rates are also a contributing factor. Female red pandas give birth to 2 offspring per year, which makes it difficult to increase their population even with conservation efforts.
That makes sense. I also read that red pandas are vulnerable to habitat degradation. What exactly does that mean?
It means that any degradation or destruction of their habitat, such as deforestation or human approachment, can have a significant impact on their survival. And unfortunately, humans are the ones responsible for most of the habitat loss in red pandas.
It's good to know that conservation efforts are being made to save the species, but with these characteristics that make them prone to more endangerment, it's important to continue to take action to help save them.
It's really sad to think about a future with no red pandas. I mean, they're such beautiful creatures, and it's heartbreaking to imagine a world without them.
Yeah, I agree. It's especially concerning when we consider the current selective pressures that they're facing. Humans are cutting down their habitats and hunting them for various reasons. It's just not sustainable.
Exactly, and with these changes happening so rapidly, I'm afraid that it's only a matter of time before we see the extinction of the red panda species.
Unfortunately, I have to agree with you. The evidence points towards their decline, and it's not looking good. We need to do more to protect these animals.
Aw, shucks. Hey Anya, have you heard about the red pandas?
Yeah, I heard they're endangered. What's up?
Well, I was just reading about how much the ecosystem would be impacted if they went extinct.
Really? How would it be affected?
Well, red pandas play an important role in the ecosystem by maintaining forest diversity. They consume large amounts of bamboo and foods, causing them to travel long distances to find more food sources. In doing so, they disperse seeds throughout the forests.
I see. So without red pandas, there would be a significant decrease in trees and the plants in the ecosystem.
Exactly. Red pandas also create nests in the trees, which can provide homes for other species, such as insects and birds. The nests also help distribute nutrients across the forest, which contributes to the overall health of the ecosystem.
Wow, I never knew that. It's sad to see the impact of losing a species completely, like red pandas, from our environment.
Yes, it is. That's why we need to be more aware of our actions, not only on the red pandas, but also on the environment.
I completely agree. We all need to do our part to protect our environment and the species that call it home.
Thank you for watching our video about red pandas.